Hey, everyone out there. Some people are saying I should go live with this because it's the political season. We should go live so we can have a dialogue. Your thoughts, my thoughts, me thinking about your thoughts, you think about my thoughts. You agree with me, you disagree with me, or whatever. But I'm really not that big enough to. I'm not big enough really. I'm big enough, but my channel's not big enough really to bring in an audience of that. And we're also not known for going live. So they said that's one thing you should do. You should try to go live once a week, and I've neglected that, of course. I tried it every Friday, but it really didn't work. Maybe I'll try it Tuesday. Maybe taste test. No, maybe Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday because I have something coming out on Tuesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Today's Monday. I will get this out today. Um, but yeah, maybe I'll put this like what's the problem with Kamala? Why is she going to lose? Harris and Kamala Harris. President, my Madam Vice President, whatever you want to call her, but she's losing. Yeah, she's losing. And I live in California. Now, California is the big blue prize. It's the biggest number, the highest number, the greatest number of electoral college votes in the entire nation. It's number one. And who number one? And who's? Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Who's gonna get those? What is it, 55 or something like that? 50. I think Texas is the next biggest at 40. We're way the biggest for electoral college. Now we could, if it went red, ooh boy, that'd be a big battle to fight. But in California, Kamala Harris is going to win. She's going to win, I would imagine, in a landslide in California. However, she's not running for governor. She's not running for senator. A lot of people are speculating. I've had this idea before too. Is that she's always run in a one party state. California is a one party state. We only have one party out here. It's called the Democratic Party. So she only has to either beat another Democrat or be the Democrat. So if she runs against anyone that's not a Democrat, instantly she wins. She can just stay home, kind of like Biden did in 2020. He just stayed home, and that really helped Joe Biden. He stayed home. If he'd been out there, stumbling, falling down, having all the gaffes in these in campaign, you know. Appearances, he would not have made it. No way. We saw that when they decided to do the debate early to expose his conditions, his decline, whatever you want to call it. They did that early so America would agree. Now this video right here, this video is not about me telling you. I want to know what do you think? What do you think? Why is Kamala Harris losing the election? She's going to lose. The Democrats now are saying, wow, what happened? What happened? What happened? You hear it all the time here in California. I just don't know what happened. I'm just getting ready for Trump. It's going to be Trump. And these are people that are, some people would call them snowflakes, liberals, progressive, whatever you want to call them. They're always going to vote to the to blue. They're going to vote blue. They're going to vote to the left. Always, no matter what. It could be if Charles Manson was running against Mr. Rogers and Mr. Rogers was a Republican, but Charles Manson was a Democrat, Charles Manson wins in a landslide. That's how bad, good. That's how big it is out here. That's how big it is here. I would actually see people crying when Hillary Clinton lost, makeup down their face, dripping off their chin. I saw people shaking. And other people comforting them at a Starbucks, and I saw that live. It was not a joke. For those of you who thought the snowflakes and whatever they want to call them, the butterflies, the little baby princess, but I saw like people crying in public. Probably very similar to when John F. Kennedy was assassinated. People said, I was a little teeny weeny baby, but a lot of people said they remember that. People were just their shopping cart, and they were just like on their knees and holding on to something and crying in their cars, listening to the radio, and utter disbelief. Those are people that liked him or disliked him, but the president of the United States had been assassinated. That's about what people were thinking, kind of like the first female president was no more. And she didn't run again. She did not run again. Had she run again, maybe, could you imagine if we had another, so we went Trump versus Clinton, and then Trump wins, and then Biden versus Trump, and Biden wins, and then we go back to now. We could be doing that. Yeah, so she's going to lose. And I was just thinking, boop, 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 boop. This is where my thinking comes about. A lot of people say, well, they're not going to elect a black person. Well, she's half black. If even that, people say maybe she's not even half black. Didn't we already have a half black person in Barack Obama? Some people call him Barry because he used to go by Barry, but his name is Barack Obama. He had a different name when he's in Indonesia, a different last name. All kinds of crazy stuff has come. All of a sudden, he's back in the news because he is kind of helping out. I guess supposedly helping Kamala Harris, and he helped Biden to make his decision to step down. I think it was kind of you quit or get fired for poor Biden, but maybe one of the reasons that she is not doing well is some people are saying she is the least popular, the most unpopular vice president since we've been polling the vice presidency. What do you think of the vice president? Like her, hate her, dislike her, love her, whatever. And when they did this polling thing, but some people say, no, it's not true. She's not the least popular. There's been two other people, Quayle and what's his name? The guy who shot the other guy. I can't just slip my mind. I was talking about 2 minutes ago now. But anyway, there's been two other vice presidents that Cheney, the two other vice presidents at one time in their times as vice president were maybe as low as she was. So even if that's true, that means she's in the top 3. You don't want to be in the top 10. You don't want to be in the top 50. There has been 50, but I don't know how many there's been. But you don't want to be if they say, hey, David, you're in the top 10. Yeah, worst actors in the world. Oh, well, at least I guess any publicity is good publicity. But you don't really want to be in the top 10. But they say she might be she's definitely in the top 3. So could that be part of the reason why people aren't that excited about her? You have Joe Biden, who was, they're saying now, maybe the most unpopular president of modern times. When Nixon was getting on the helicopter fly away, when he was bye-bye Nixon, he was actually, his popularity level was higher than it was Joe Biden's. It was the lowest of all times, lowest that we've been keeping track of that. I mean, were they doing polling when George Washington was president? If they did, they're going to go on horseback and write down and, how put up a balloon to deliver. It wasn't today where we do everything we do now with computers. But so he was very unpopular. Now some people are saying we can't elect a black person. Well, we did elect Obama. We almost. Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. Pelosi's a powerful female. So is it because she's a female? Or is it because of the fact that she was probably one of, if not the most unpopular vice presidents of all time? Then you have Joe Biden, who's very unpopular. So do you blame Joe Biden? Is it his fault because he was not popular? Was it Joe Biden and her fault? Is Kamala Harris somehow responsible for what's going on at the border, or a lot of what's going on at the border? What about the economy? What about the Build Back Better? Bridges are falling down, infrastructure, but all kinds of problems with infrastructure, things falling down, people dying. So they're saying that's not good. So I don't know. This is not about me. This is you. Please, in the comment section, let me know. What do you think? Why is she losing? And basically, whose fault is it? Is it because she came in late? I don't know. Is it because of some of the untruths she told? Most recently with the McDonald's debacle for her. Did she work at McDonald's? There's no proof. No one can find any proof. I worked at McDonald's, and there's proof. I'm older than she is. I would have worked there before she was, historically, and there's proof of me working there. There's photographs of me in the McDonald's. There's me. I have friends that can tell, oh yeah, David worked at McDonald's South Pasadena. He also worked at the one on. He worked at a McDonald's in Arcadia. He worked at a McDonald's in San Bernardino, and he worked at a McDonald's in Fort Worth, Texas. I've worked at multiple McDonald's. Always a part-time side hustle job, or when you're a kid, it's the only job you can get. But her vice president pick, who told her to do that? Who told her to pick this Walz guy? He's not good. He's just not good. You can say he's good. He's great. DUI, stolen valor, now this hunting thing where he's walking around with a shotgun like this. I guess he thinks if you shoot straight up, a bird's going to fall on your head. Maybe he hears about people shooting guns in the air at, New Year's, and a bullet might come down and hit him in the head. Maybe he thinks if he just runs around shooting in the air like this, a bird will fall and fly into it like flak in World War II, and it will fall to the ground. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, what do you think? What do you think? I know if I was running for president and they said, David, you need to have a vice president, and I heard the word pedophilia affiliated with my pick, next guy, whoop, turn the page, turn the page. Hey, David, this is really great. He's really great. Oh, stolen valor, whoop, turn the page. Oh, David, hey, this guy's great. Look at him holding it. Look how straight he holds his marker in his mugshot. Isn't that a great mugshot of him when he got arrested for drunk driving? Boop. You know, there's many different things I would turn the page on. The 250 million missing dollars in Minnesota, where they say that he was in charge of, and now this money's been stolen during COVID. Yeah. So what's your reason? Kamala is losing in California. They're admitting it, and they're admitting it. People are saying, "I'm a Democrat. I really want Kamala Harris to win. I know now that Trump's going to win." So what my question is, why? Why is she doing so bad? I think what she thought was they're Biden is voluntarily stepping down, and he wants me to be the take his place. I think she just thought, come on here, November they'll vote, January you're in the White House. I think that's what she thought. And has she put in the work, interviews? She hasn't done a press conference at all, not one press conference. She hasn't had a legitimate interview. The Fox thing, you saw how she did in Fox when she didn't have the questions ahead of time. Someone on a CNN story was talking about, well, I guess the Fox thing kind of proves that she got the questions ahead of time for ours. And first of all, they got softball questions. 60 Minutes actually, the one went after a little bit on 60 Minutes, and she was shocked that they did that. Shocked. But then 60 Minutes did the editing thing, so now 60 Minutes is in trouble. So she was interviewed by Oprah Winfrey and the View, and she had some missteps, I guess. But why is Kamala Harris going to lose? Why? Tell me. You tell me why. I don't know why. I'm in California. Where are you? Maybe you're in Montana and you're saying she's going to lose because she's this. I don't know. But I'm in California, and here you're supposed to love the Democrats, and they are worried. They're worried. I do see big, long Trump trains going down the street. Now, is Trump going to turn California? No. But it's a lot of people here in California that are Trump fans, and a lot of people here do not like Kamala Harris, and they're Democrats or independents, all that, and so she's not going to win. But why do you believe she will lose the election? Take care. Some people say, she's not going to lose. People are still telling me this. Trump's not going to win. He'll be in prison. That was so 2 years ago. Get a new one. Trump's not going to be the president. He's going to go on a windsurfing tour for the next 3 years in Australia. That makes as much sense as Trump's going to be in jail. Trump's not going to jail. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, and tell me down below, why do you think Kamala Harris is going to lose? Bye.